Okay. We are just about a month and 3/4 away from the biggest show of the year, but first we had to get through what was from the start an underwhelming built-up pay-per-view that turned into a highly story-ridden pay-per-view that they could have made it SmackDown exclusive, wanting the Raw women being invited to participate, and no one would have minded. We at Team Bucket are here to go over what had happened on the night where bodies hit the floor and no one left the chamber unscathed. I am the still reigning defending Bucket champion and currently the baddest woman on the planet, Lady Fortune. I am joined by two interesting contenders who actually almost had an amazing night. The first one came close to winning, only to get squashed because of a pack of lone angry wolves. She being the Ruby White of Team Bucket, the Medieval Massacre.
Yeah, lone wolf. Accompanied by two other bucks.
And this last one came closest to winning, but fell to straightish luck. He being Mr. Trouble in Paradise himself, the Crazy Gaming. Yeah.
Can we start this because you're hearing the salt in our voices right now. Can we start this off by saying we did enjoy this pay-per-view?
The entire pay-per-view was great.
Yes.
But just
only two matches that pissed me off. Only two.
Only two?
And to me, there was only one.
So, considering that myself and Lady Fortune are the only ones that can talk about this match, do you want me to start off with the pre-show?
Yep.
Yep, okay, cool. We had Buddy Murphy defending his championship in a singles match against Akira Tozawa. And Buddy Murphy retained in what honestly should have been on the main card.
And yet, sadly, you had to make room for another match that actually made it on the main card.
Yeah, McMiz.
No, I was talking about the other match.
No, it's McMiz.
No, McMiz should have been on the pre-show.
Yeah.
Sorry, but The Miz and Shane McMahon as tag team champions should have been on the fucking pre-show. Buddy Murphy has been killing it. And obviously Tozawa's great. He did his flying senton onto Buddy Murphy's back, hung over the second rope. That shit looked like it killed.
I felt that pain from here.
Yeah. There's also a slap that one of them did, and I literally yelled out, "I felt that in Canada."
I think that was Tozawa, possibly?
I think that might have been Tozawa. But, I feel like we're running out of things to say for the Cruiserweight matches. It's some of the best technical and high-fly wrestling that you're going to see. 205 Live is fantastic. And, these guys will almost always be on the pre-show because no respect.
Unless they get main rostered, and then they'll be on the main show.
Yeah, for a while until you get replaced by Kofi Kingston. Mustafa, we wish you a very quick recovery. Mostly because I would love to see... you know what? We'll get to that in a second. But, yeah, great match. Moving on.
Now to the opening match, to which Massacre thought at first that it should have main evented.
I still think this should have main evented.
Yeah, it should have.
First off, this was the one thing that you were hyping your entire pay-per-view on, and you decide to fucking blow your load this early?
Apparently, it's according to Vince. It was Vince's fault.
Vince McMahon loves big, sweaty men.
He really does.
So, with that being said, the next match was the Tag Team Elimination Chamber match for the inaugural WWE Women's Tag Team Championship. which featured Carmella and Naomi, Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville, Nia Jackson, Tamina, the Iconics, who gives a fuck about them, seriously still, the Riot Squad, Liv Morgan and Sarah Logan, and the Boston Hell Connection being Bayley and Shasta Banks.
Shasta Banks.
Shasha?
I had saliva in my mouth hole, shut up.
Introducing
Thoughts?
first Team Fodder. Anybody who had their money on Naomi and Carmella winning this, no.
We're wrong.
Nope.
Very, very wrong.
Yeah. The entrance, however, was pretty cool, I'll say that much.
Yeah.
Like the fact that Carmella was wearing like neon colors so she can glow as well, and literally mirroring Naomi's entrance was super neat.
We call them Fabulous Glow. And
I mean, not bad. Let's be honest here.
I don't care.
That's it.
Does anybody
That's
remember when these
interesting.
two held the fucking SmackDown Women's Championship?
Yes.
Hey, there's a tag team championships for a reason.
Uh-huh.
Also, the Iconics are fucking amazing.
They were amazing in this match, but every time else, fuck them.
I
Not
love
literally.
their characters only because they're supposed to be annoying heels, and they are.
They're squawking parrots, and I can't fucking stand them.
You're not supposed to. You're supposed to hate them, and that's the great
No,
part.
if they weren't like squawking parrots, they wouldn't be as bad. But they fucking pierce my eardrums.
Yeah, so if you try to do an Iconics face turn, you do it very terribly. But as like it's, you know what it is? It's if you had a tag team that had two Jillian Halls in it.
I'll think
Squad
Vicky
gets on fire.
Guerrero.
That's what I think.
Two Vicky Guerreros would be worse.
Yeah.
Oh god. Yeah, pretty much. They're two Vicky Guerreros that can actually wrestle.
Yep.
Actually,
They did-
lot of tag team tandem offense in this, which I think was very well done.
Yeah, I was gonna say they did really good in this match. I will not take that away from them.
So I guess let's go through the elimination, like the
Or the
eliminations.
order of when they came out.
Almost in reverse order, actually.
Yep.
Ooh.
So starting off, Naomi and Carmella. Yes, by the way, an elimination did not occur in this chamber until 5 teams were out.
Yeah, that's insane.
That's
Awesome,
pretty
but
crazy.
insane.
Because that's 10
Yeah.
women in the ring.
Yep.
Yep.
That's crazy. Like, you fuck up a spot, you're gonna run into somebody, but these girls did not. Not a single botch here. Yeah,
Nope.
okay, setting up for the fucking Meteora in the corner. Mandy Rose was like, I'm gonna just shimmy into position here. But we'll look past that. Because this assisted roll-up by Billie Kay and Peyton Royce was the stuff
amazing.
of legends.
Yeah. A
I would
fucking
have to agree
leapfrog
with that.
over one of them to pin the other half was great.
Yeah. Fucking sunset roll, and the other one flips into like a jackknife pin.
Yeah. It was
And-
super good.
They eliminate... You got the Iconics eliminating 2 former SmackDown Women's Champions, which is a great push on their part.
To be fair, the women's champions that you're referring to are Carmella and Naomi.
Yes, but you're also looking at Carmella, who was the first ever Women's Money in the Bank champion. Or Women's Money in the
Second.
Bank holder. No.
We're not
James
counting that.
Ellsworth.
We're not counting that.
We're not counting James Ellsworth.
He can be a pretty pony.
And then Naomi, I
Classy and
believe,
pretty
was she
pony.
the first SmackDown Live Women's Champion, or was that Becky?
Becky.
That was Becky, yeah, and nobody remembers that title run.
So, next up is when team number 6 come in, which was Nia Jackson, Tamina, and then everyone's like, oh shit, let's gank them, and Peyton Royce and Billie Kay just had to hide into one of the fucking pods.
Then it
Which
turned
was
into
smart.
a fucking slasher movie.
Yeah. And then Nia Jackson and Tamina were like, the fuck are you two doing?
So they decide to rip the doors open and drag them kicking and screaming out of the pods.
Yep.
And then
And
straight
proceed
up
to fucking-
Avengers them.
Yeah.
Yep.
Fucking pendulum swinging them by their hair into the fucking cage like 4 times.
That was brutal.
I mean,
It
what
was-
do you
it was
expect from
very
those
clear-
two?
It was very clear Tamina was looking over at Naya, being like, oh, what's the next spot? What's the next spot? She still has a lot
Yeah.
of work.
Which probably explains their name of Elimination later on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But before that, sadly, Massacre's team.
But hold on, though. Billy Kay and Peyton Royce looking at each other right before the elimination. And I think it was Billy Kay that was like, I'm sorry?
Yeah, that was great.
Dude, that tugged at my heartstrings. And then they both died.
And then,
And then they both got flattened by stereo Samoan drops.
Yep.
yeah. So, the Riot Squad did incredible in this match.
Yes.
Yep.
Fucking amazing. Sarah Logan, I love the fucking makeup, not just on her face, but like the arm and chest.
And also, Craven can't really speak to this, but in the pre-show there were a bunch of, like, you know, I'm gonna win the chamber things. Is it kind of like the Raw Rumble?
As always. It's as always,
Promos,
yeah.
little promos.
And the best promo of the night goes to the Riot Squad, and I mean all 3 of them. The one thing Sarah Logan has that fucking Sonya Deville does not is she's a good promo. Sonya Deville is terrible. She's absolutely
more muscle.
catastrophic.
He's more muscle than promo.
Put your hair up and square up. You fuck off. Anyway. Oh, my
And then-
drink is watered down.
And then we get a really poor Superfly splash. Better than her previous one.
Yeah, but par for the
Still
course
shit.
for Tamina.
Still shit.
Still shit.
And then pins both of them together.
Well, sadly, Massacre's pick got eliminated.
It would have been my second pick, honestly. So I can't knock too much.
I really wanted the Riot Squad to win this, but again, I'm not hateful towards the winners.
What happens? Yeah, so then fast forward to the outside of the actual ring itself, onto the side of the cage, and we get Bailey, who's about to get like eaten whole by Nia Jax, who quote unquote sidesteps, which wasn't a sidestep. Nia Jax flat out missed
Yeah.
and just charged through the pod. Which, come on, that we knew that was going to happen. Let's be honest here. Somebody was going to go through a pod.
Yeah, but it was good. It was handled really well.
Yeah, it was handled really good, but like, you know, step out of the way, not just like walk 2 steps forward.
Huh.
You know.
Bailey dived out of the way.
Oh no, it was like literally
No,
just
yeah,
2 steps
fucking
forward.
Nia would have been nowhere near her even if she sat still.
Yeah, like Bailey would have had to take a step to the right to get hit.
Oh.
Yeah, it was bad. I'm sorry. Bad camera angle to choose to have the replay on, especially.
Ah.
So that happens, and then Tamina's just looking at Nia, just like, oh
crap.
shit.
And then she gets fucking...
Four squared.
Yeah, fucking basically finishing move. Bailey does her diving elbow last. And then they dogpile Tamina.
Which was great.
It was pretty great. It makes Tamina look strong.
Yeah.
But she's still pretty shit.
Yeah.
My sheet at the pin.
Yep.
So
And now we're down to 2.
the two
The
teams
first 2.
that started the chamber,
Yep.
which I thought was really
from
cool.
Raw, one from SmackDown.
Mm-hmm. Mandy Rose and Sonya Deville and the Boston Hug Connection. Which they, even after Tamina was gone, they still had really good moments of like back and forth.
Yeah, the backstabber into the Bailey to Belly, like, false finish, I think was really good.
Yeah.
The, Mandy Rose hitting the...
Whatever the fuck she calls it.
I don't know what she calls it. I'm always going to call it the Implant Buster because of Awesome Kong.
Right.
Or
But
the
that
Angel's
thing,
Wings.
yeah, it's something. Well, I'll probably just, hold on, I'll do it. I'll look it up.
Oh,
See what
yeah,
the
they
fuck
don't
it
they
is.
don't have it on the wiki anymore.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, they took that off a long time ago. I don't know why.
That's so stupid.
That's interesting.
Anyway, Mandy Rose hits a double underhook facebuster, which is, I guess, her finisher. And that also gets broken up. A couple cool false finishes. Before, and keep in mind, they were going after Sasha's injured shoulder pretty much the entire match. And then Sasha Banks locks Sonya Deville in the bank statement using her goddamn ankle
It was
as a
good.
way to lock
That
in
was
the
good.
crossface. That shit was so good. These women are so fucking good. This should not have been the opening match.
Yeah.
Like, if you really wanted the men's chamber to main event, okay, fine, because it also deserved to main event. It was also really good. But I would have switched this out for Balor Lashley. Hell, even Rousey Riot, considering what that fucking became.
Yes, Miss Charlotte Flair making her appearance all for the pay-per-view.
Yep.
I mean, if their goal is to make us sick as Charlotte Flair, they
They're
have
doing
accomplished?
great.
fucking
Fuck, yeah.
succeeded.
So, on a random note, I didn't find the one that we're trying to refer to, but her flying pump knee thing that she did
Yeah.
once or twice, Goldust actually gave it a name, and she really loved it, and she stuck with it. It's called Kiss the Rose.
Ooh. I like that.
Yeah, that's cool.
It's a hell of a
Anyways.
lot better than fucking Gail Kim's Eat Defeat.
Yeah, I got to eat the feet.
It's funny because I put my feet to your face and you eat defeat, but it also sounds like the word defeat. And I'm like, would you fuck off, Gail Kim? You're better than this.
Yeah. So, next match.
Hey, how appropriate that Lady Fortune be talking about this match.
Yep. Go ahead. Ring it in for us.
From one tag team to another tag team match, we have the WWE SmackDown Tag Team Championships being defended by The Miz and Shane McMahon against the Usos.
And how did this end, Fortune?
Well, we can talk about that first.
Actually, before this started, The Miz announced that he has his baby number 2 coming out.
Which, like, goddamn, man, you worked fast.
Like, you just popped one out like 3 months ago, and now you want another one? Shit.
Like, do you think she just finished going into labor and fucking popping out the kid, and he's like, we should do this again.
Round 2.
And Maurice is like, yeah, fuck you.
Yeah, we need a season 2. Let's go again.
This fucking
yeah.
theme
Can we talk
music is
about
gonna get changed to No Diggity.
Can we talk about the spots first before the ending?
Yeah, let's talk
Yeah,
about some
we're going
spots.
to. We're going to. So, first notable spot. My mind just blanked. There were notable spots. My mind just went like tomatoes. The attempt at a double leap of faith, border to border.
Oh,
For
yeah,
supposed to be?
the double coast to coast.
That's it.
I mean, we all knew the second one would get countered. The super
Oh,
kick
fuck
looked
yeah.
really good, because obviously the Usos are some of the best super kickers in the business.
I'd say second best.
To, what, the Bucks?
No, to HP.
Well, okay, but HBK's no longer in the business.
Kenny.
No, I'm not counting his fucking one match at Crown Jewel.
No, I'm not talking about that either. I'm just saying, like, Superkicks overall.
Oh, yeah.
Past,
No,
pres-
I'm
yeah,
saying
second
in
go
the
for-
WWE right now,
Now?
Usos
Yeah.
are the best.
Yeah, definitely.
The best in the in the business right now, probably the Young Bucks.
Yeah.
Huh?
So that was a good spot. The leap of faith to the table
That was really
actually
good.
worked.
Yeah,
then
they
that's
don't
okay,
normally
though.
let that work.
Yeah. Shane taking out both the Usos was really good.
I'm consistently surprised by how good Shane McMahon gets in the ring.
Yeah. 2 float over DDTs.
Yeah,
Back to back. Really smooth.
And the fact that they actually took other tag teams moves into this match, that's interesting.
oh, one of the Usos did fucking the Miz's flying clothesline in the corner rope.
Yeah.
And he had that look on his face like, yeah, that's right, I just fucking did that, fuck you.
Yeah, and then the Miz did one of the Usos, like, jump off the top rope and, like, was it a drop kick or was it just like a...
It's just like a
Like,
clothesline or like an axe handle or something.
Yeah, and then he says to go like, hey, I can do it too.
I
Cool.
can do springboard things?
Yeah, like, who the fuck would have thought? That was... I just love his facial reaction at that moment was really good.
The Miz is
Yes,
great.
you could say, I liked something to do with the Miz. You're not going to get that in writing. Shut up.
No, we just have it on video forever.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then the end of the match.
Yeah, this was
We had to
the,
get there
like,
eventually.
This was
Yes,
like
I
the
know.
quick reversal pin, right?
Yep. Skull crushing finale into pin into roll up.
Yeah, which was really good. Honestly, it was good.
Yeah, but like a wrestler's finisher is supposed to knock someone out.
Yeah, that was 5 years ago. Well,
Just goes to show that apparently the skull crushing finale just fucking tickles a bit.
No shit. You want to talk about finishes that should have ended matches? We can get there later.
Yeah.
Jesus.
But
And
yeah, Usos are
the-
the new tag team champions.
6th time.
Mhm.
And the spot after with the Miz and Shane was good as well. Just like Miz constantly being like, I'm sorry. Like, holy shit, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
That was good. You could actually, like, he actually pulled off the, like, completely distraught,
Babyface.
like, gimmick really, really well.
It's actually pretty good.
And then we get to a really, 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 really bad backstage segment. Really bad backstage.
Which one was this one?
Leo and Bobby.
Oh,
Oh, yeah, so...
the teasing.
Leo, shut the fuck up.
Yeah,
Well, he did.
Leo...
We get you're the hype man. We get you're the hype man.
He's not even a good hype man.
No, he's not. And just the amount of times he was trying to get the big guy. I can't even say this without, like, trying to
Do
rip
it.
my own fucking tongue out.
Do it.
Like, how many times he tried to get Bobby Lashley to speak at all, and Bobby Lashley's just like, just giving him a dirt look. And he's like, he's just taking on the sizzle. I'm like, oh my god, you are going to die. You are going to get your ass handed to you.
Yeah, like,
I'm sorry. After
he,
such a-
he looked at Bobby Lashley trying to get him to speak, and Bobby's like, dog, I don't have any lines in this segment.
Yeah, just, I have one line, and that's let's get going, essentially.
I don't even think that was a line. I think they just hit their music.
I'm pretty sure they heard the music going and were like, okay, we
And
have
Bobby
to go
Lashley was like, oh, this guy needs to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. And then it's just,
now. Let's do.
Finn Balor versus Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush in a handicap match.
For the Intercontinental Championship.
Yeah, that too.
So if Balor could pin either Lashley or Rush, he would become champion.
Yeah. Good stipulation.
The fucking not the commentator, but the announcer felt the need to say that as if no one has ever seen a handicap match before.
Yeah.
So most of this match was just Finn getting his ass kicked.
To which Massacre was like, Balor's getting his ass kicked more from Lashley than Lesnar.
Yeah. Like,
yeah,
it was
definitely.
pretty much a squash match, about 75% of it, at least with Brock, he attacked his diverticulitis or whatever.
that is what it was.
That is what it is.
Yeah. Were there any spots in this match worth noting now? No. There was no spots that were like, oh my god, this is cool, that was cool. No.
No,
it played out just like a typical match.
Yeah, it was a Monday
Night
Raw match with a stipulation.
Yep. And then the ending.
In the ending, Lio Rush got flattened twice.
Yeah.
By a coup de grace, or coup de grace as whoever the fuck said it, probably Michael Cole, because he can never say it right.
That's why, like, when I was watching it, I was like, oh my god, he hit him with the coup de grace!
I hate when they can't say other words correct. Like, god damn it, learn French. Or Italian or whatever. Pretty sure it's French.
It's French.
Yeah. And then, you know, hey guys, remember when Miz was apologizing and saying, let's change the color scheme?
Yeah. Except this ended very, very differently.
Yep. He was like, I'm sorry, Bobby Lashley, like, hugs his face with his hands. And then puts him down like, oh no, what am I doing? Tries to walk away, comes back, he's like, no, it's okay. And then fucking just bootleg chokeslams him.
Fucking yeets him into the air.
Just like, what's that, like a...
Dings his chest off the ground.
Yeah, it's just like, okay, we get it. You're fucked. Okay, moving on.
Yeah, so it
you guys
looks like
want
Hype Man going.
Yeah. You guys want a piss break? I hope you can go in a minute 40.
Well, to be fair, the talking was more than a minute 40.
I'm talking for the next
match. The following match is RR versus RR.
Ooh.
Ronda Rousey defending her championship against Ruby Riott.
For the...
Oh, sorry.
You forgot this was the title match.
Oh, yeah, no, sorry, totally forgot. For this, totally Ruby Riott has a snowball's chance in hell of winning the Raw Women's Championship. It could be Charlotte Flair versus Ruby. It's not. It's just fucking not. Ronda Rousey basically dings Ruby Riott around from bell to bell, whipping this ragdoll around until she feels merciful and fucking slaps in the armbar and wins.
Yep.
They may as well should have given Ruby Riott over to SmackDown so she can challenge Asuka, because considering Asuka had nothing to do at this point.
Yeah, SmackDown's Women's Champion and Raw's Universal Champion, because this is how this works, basically get the night off, because Asuka doesn't have an opponent, and Brock doesn't have a soul.
Yep.
So, that's what we're at right now. We could have seen Asuka versus quite literally anybody on the SmackDown Women's roster.
She could have faced Nikki Cross.
That would have been a great match.
Yeah. Would have been fine. Would have been better than this.
Like, everybody else was at least showing, like, hey, I can't beat Ronda Rousey in strength, so I'll try something else. I wouldn't have even minded if the rest of the Riot Squad came back.
Yeah.
You know,
just something.
This is
something.
This is like 4 matches after the Chamber match. They were eliminated fairly early.
Yeah.
this is what you should have done, Ruby Riott being all like, oh, I may not be able to beat Ronda Rousey, but I got the squad behind me. They're going to cause distractions, maybe fucking Sarah Logan will get a cheap shot in on Rousey. No, none of that.
No, you wanted to save it for Charlotte.
Yeah, puny god.
So, if it's no surprise, Ronda Rousey eats Ruby alive, and then probably the best part of this... Oh, wait, it wasn't part of the match. Because the match was a minute 40. I'm not getting over that. Reverse Kill Bill color schemed Becky Lynch shows up. I like that outfit still. On crutches. Because, we saw the clip. Comes in and just like... And Charlotte's there being all like, oh, I can't wait to see you at WrestleMania. I'm going to beat your ass, blah, blah, blah. And Becky's just like, hey guys, taste my crutch. Over and over and over and over and over and over. Looks at best thing. Looks over at Ronda Rousey. And Ronda's just like, hey, that looks pretty fun.
Yeah, fucking Ronda's just like looking at her like, as you were. I ain't gonna stop you. You look like you're having some fun.
And then gives her one of the crutches like, gives her one of the crutches like, you want to play?
You want to play beat
thought that Ronda would have... I was kind of thinking that Ronda would have turned around and hit Becky, but I'm like, nope, that didn't happen.
No,
yeah, Ronda goes for a strike on Charlotte, and then Becky strikes Ronda and beats the fuck out of her with the second crutch. No, sorry, same crutch.
Same crutch.
Same crutch.
Same crutch. Because you need a crutch. And then takes the good crutch, whips it at one of the fucking security guards.
And gets it sorted out.
Gets it sorted out with no crutch.
Well, to be fair, she had two fucking security guards on either side of her helping her walk out of the building.
So, next shit show match. Go ahead, Fortune.
So this is the match that pretty much ended Massacre's night.
Robbed!
This is the no DQ match of Baron Corbin versus Braun Strowman.
So, allow me to kick this one off by saying, originally, I was going to say Braun Strowman. And then I see that says no disqualification. So I'm like, maybe Baron could do some next crazy shit. So I voted for Baron, and thank fuck I did.
Yep.
I am a salty whore. So, the actual match itself, there's not much to talk about. This was pretty much a Braun Strowman beatdown.
Yeah. I will say, though, going into this match, the score was 3-2 to 1 in my favor.
Yeah.
Yep.
Go on.
So, at the end of the match, Braun Strowman sets up a table in the corner, running power slams Baron Corbin through it. At this point, Baron Corbin is dead. This man is not moving. He has gone to meet his maker. This man is no more. Then suddenly, really epic Scottish Gaelic music starts playing. And Braun Strowman, the monster among men, just stands up, looks at the ramp, like, music? You can't music. And, like, it takes about 40 years for Drew McIntyre to come to the ring, because it takes him about 5 minutes just to get out onto the ramp after his music hits. Bobby Lashley apparently came through the crowd. I don't know if, like, he came from the parking lot, but it took him a good amount of time to get to the fucking ring, too.
He was probably burying Rush backstage and then had to come out.
He's just beating the shit out of a little man backstage, and then, like, Baron Corbin. And then Drew McIntyre is like, "Oi, you need to get to the ring to help out the fuckhole." And he's like, "Oh yeah, shit, I'll be back." And then he goes through the crowd, obviously, fucking Drew McIntyre in no rush, in Less than Leo Rush.
Yeah.
And fucking... I'm just sitting here the entire time. Like, even if you want to sit there and stare at him, just stick your foot on Barrett. Can you imagine? I would have loved, by the way, if that was the comedic finish to the match. You see,
That
like,
would have been hilarious.
you see, like, Drew McIntyre on the ramp. You see Bobby Lashley, like, they hit the spotlight on him, and he's in the back of the crowd, kind of Shield style, which is a little ironic given what they do. And then and then fucking Braun Strowman is just like, foot. 1, 2, 3. Welp. That shit would have been great.
Yep.
But no, Braun Strowman's just sitting up there like,
And then, well, we can't keep talking about it without going further into the match.
just take this from me, please. Jesus, take the wheel.
So, needless to say, the two others get into the ring and start beating the malicious fuck out of Braun Strowman.
With say Bret Hart?
It was funny because the Glasgow kiss that McIntyre did to Braun, you literally see McIntyre just go, shit, holy fuck, that actually hurt. Okay. Like, he actually got rattled afterwards. Which I found just funny. He's just sitting there going like, yup, okay, give me a sec, hold up. I can taste the fucking color red.
Did everybody see that? Because I will not be doing it again.
Yeah. Bobby Lashley did like one spear and fuck all else.
Yeah.
Baron Corbin just sat there with a fucking baton orchestrating everything.
Mm-hmm.
A very, like, almost what I'm just gonna say is like a basement Claymore kick.
Yeah.
And then they get 2 tables and the bottom steps from both of the fucking steps.
Mm-hmm.
And it was funny because if you audibly heard this, when McIntyre put the first steps in by himself, you literally hear him go, oh! I'm like, yeah, that thing's like 1,100 pounds. Of course you're going to sit there going, shit. and then big boy Lashley can't even fucking do it by himself. So you just see McIntyre come over like, here. Like,
Oh my gosh.
Oh, you weren't Mark Henry, like so.
Let's not talk about Mark Henry.
No. Fucking voting for the Iconics to win the chick. Stupid.
What the fuck was the point of his anything?
Yeah. So
other than being the hometown boy.
They set up 2 tables stacked on top of each other and slowly, very slowly, waddle Braun Strowman over to the set up stairs, which I'm like, oh, cool. Like, you know, he's going to backflip or, like, you know, yeet somebody over the top of his head, whatever you want to call it. And then, like, Baron Corbin's going to go through the 2 tables. It's going to be cool. Or Bobby Lashley or whoever. And then, no. Hey, guys, remember the Shield? Triple powerbomb through the 2 tables.
You know, the best way to make people actually cheer for Roman Reigns when he gets back is to let people forget about him.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I was half expecting the Usos to do like a Superman punch.
Yeah.
Which would have been fine, because they are related. That would have been fine.
This is the only team in WWE right now that makes absolutely no sense to me. So first off, you've got Drew McIntyre, who split from Dolph Ziggler specifically because he didn't want anybody else piggybacking off of his success.
Mm-hmm.
So he goes with Baron.
But Baron gave him shiny metal thing.
But, okay, at least when you were with Ziggler, you were with, and yes, I understand that people tend to forget about this a lot, but you were with a former World Heavyweight Champion.
Yep. And they did win the tag team championships, to be fair.
Yep.
Like, Baron Corbin, I don't think he's won a single fucking title.
Corbin, no.
He used to be Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah,
yeah, he was.
Yeah.
Oh, good times.
So, yeah, Baron Corbin defeated Braun Strowman, and now it becomes 4-3-1. Sorry, 4-3-2.
42.
4-3-2. Because, Finn Balor, woo!
So basically, I have no
A
chance.
snowball
of
chance in
this.
nothing. Yeah.
So if it wasn't for Mick Lashley, Massacre would be tied with Craven right now.
Yep.
But no.
And then, if my pick ends up winning the fucking thing, I suppose.
So then, the final match, which Lady Fortune gets to introduce.
Ooh.
No, wait, no.
Wait.
Do you want this Massacre, or do you want me to take it?
I can take this.
Go for it.
This is the final match, our main event, the Men's WWE Championship Elimination Chamber, marking the first time in a year and a half that the WWE Championship has main evented a pay-per-view.
Yep.
We have
Yep.
the reigning, defending, vegan champion
First
defending
Planet Champion.
against AJ Styles, Jeff Hardy, Kofi Kingston, Randy Orton, and Samoa Joe. Keeping in mind that Kofi Kingston was not originally scheduled for this match, however, Mustafa Ali had to bow out due to injury.
Yep.
Yep.
So, on the previous Tuesday night, there was a gauntlet match, which Kofi Kingston was amazing in. If they didn't
fantastic.
emphasize that enough, during that match, they needed to. It was cool, great, awesome, super.
It lasted over an hour.
Yep.
Yeah. And then all of a sudden, Randy Orton comes in, RKO's out of nowhere, because you remember that catchphrase, and takes that. Which
Final
gives him
spot.
the final spot, last man injured. Which instantly made me go shit. But I'm like, they're not going to let him become another champion again. Fuck no.
But at the same time, if Orton became champion, he would have won.
We'll get there. So the first two in were Daniel Bryan and Samoa Joe.
Oh dear.
And Daniel Bryan cowers in fucking fear for what's the time limit between injuries? Anyone know? 2 minutes? Is
No,
it?
it's 5 minutes, and that's if you believe the bullshit. I actually timed I had a 5-minute timer as soon as the buzzer went off for the next person.
And
Occasionally they were 30 seconds off. The longest one was, I believe, in the women's championship match. One time they were like 1 minute and 30 seconds off.
so so it's like 4 minutes 30 seconds or like 5:30?
It was 3:30.
3:30. Wow. So yeah,
Cool.
The quote unquote 5 minutes. Daniel Bryan, sorry, who cares? Sits there and runs around the fucking ring like, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, please don't touch me, you're gonna hurt me. That's my no spot.
That's
Fucking
one person,
around,
I don't know you.
yeah, around Samoa Joe and Samoa Joe. I love how Samoa Joe's like, come on, get in the ring, dusts it off for him and is just teasing the fuck out of him, which was great.
Until
And then
finally the
five-
third person comes in.
Oh no, Daniel Bryan was in the ring before the third person finally entered. And there was some back and forth, but nothing crazy.
And then the crazy boy came in.
And then Kofi.
Koful Kyrgyzstan.
The extra Jamaican.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I loved when Triple H did that. He's just like, where's your accent?
Yeah, probably one of the best moments ever to come out of WWE when it comes to story shit.
Yeah.
And the fact that he was like, one time, oh, 2009 was my best year, leave me here. Nope.
Yeah. So Kofi comes in and starts making pretty good work of both of them. Even Samoa he did decent against Samoa Joe, and then Samoa Joe's like, hey, I'm bigger than you. I will eat your face.
Yeah.
He tried to.
So, yeah, they're going back and forth for a good while. Daniel Bryan, cowers off a bit, and then
Jumps on
Kofi
top of the
chases
pod.
after him. And then, they go into the middle of the two pods, halfway up the cage. Samoa Joe just takes down Daniel Bryan. I keep calling him AJ Styles because, long hair, facial hair. Come on now.
They literally could not be more different.
Shh. And then Kofi's is like, trust fall.
Yeah, the halfway up trust fall, which was great until he landed on his fucking shoulder.
Yup.
Dude, I hope you're okay.
Yeah, shit. And I love how they're like, oh, there's, like, small padding now. I'm like, remember where there weren't any padding?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I have to call Spoonie out on that one. Because Spoonie was tweeting as like, oh, I'm so glad to see that there's padding now. That shit was brutal. Would you fuck up? It's an elimination chamber.
Yeah.
I understand it's like, oh yeah, it's fake wrestling. We're not supposed to know it's fake.
Yeah.
And when I see padding on the thing, I was just like, the elimination chamber, everybody.
Well, they even mentioned it, though. That's what pissed me off.
I wouldn't have minded if maybe somebody ripped back the padding.
Yeah. Well, when they headed for the women's one, I'm like, okay, they're still kind of trying to protect the women. Right? Which would have been fine-ish. Right? But then for the men's one, they could have just been like, no, you guys are men. You guys are used to this shit.
I would have loved to see somebody like Samoa Joe or even fucking AJ Styles now that he's doing this whole, like, release the animal within gimmick. Like,
face the hate.
Yeah. Embrace the hate shit. Just rip back the padding.
Yeah.
But, no.
No,
Yeah.
they didn't want to injure anybody before WrestleMania. Basically.
I'll be surprised if I see half these guys at WrestleMania.
Yep. I mean, there is that Andre Battle Memorial, so you might see most of them.
Maybe. You might see Jeff.
Hey!
No, it's like, these guys are in a pretty terrible position where they're actually too good for the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal, but they're not in good enough storylines to be at Mania.
Yeah.
So
Well,
unless
so-
they come up
Joe
with
just
something,
basically needs to wait for Ali to come back.
they still got
They had a good
Fastlane.
repertoire.
Yeah. There's still a few more things in between.
AJ Styles enters in at number 4, and this is where we get our first elimination.
Oh dear.
So, Craven, you feeling really good about your chances here?
I was, right? I was. It was cool, right? I'm like, Samoa Joe can still do it. They could eliminate Daniel Bryan first, please. Because Daniel Bryan... Shut up. We'll get there. Daniel Bryan fucking cowers off into a corner and then leaves like Kofi, Samoa Joe, and AJ Styles just to sit there and fight each other. And nobody bothers to sit there and go, like, wait a tick. Somebody's missing. Nobody.
They
get
didn't
it.
consider Dale Bright to be like Nia Jax.
But it's... Just get rid of the fucking champion.
Hey, you can imagine my chances here, because like we had three title changes. No, 2 title changes for the whole night.
It would have been
Unexpected.
great if they changed everything. If, like, all titles changed hands, it would have been great.
I would have never bought Ruby Riott winning the championship from Ronda Rousey.
Yeah, I forgot about that one, sorry. Right? Sorry, I forgot about a minute 40 in my life.
Like, everything else I'd be totally down for, but, like, if I were to find out, it's like, Ruby Riott won, I'd be like, haha, you're the funny man, I kill you last.
So, what was it, like, was it the, of running me into the Phenomenal Forum, or Trouble in Paradise into the Phenomenal Forum? Because I know something happened and then the Phenomenal Forum happened.
Trouble in Paradise.
Oh, yeah. So, it's Trouble in Paradise, like, Samoa Joe does a 360 from the Trouble in Paradise, and then meets
80,000 comes
forearm.
out of nowhere.
Meets a forearm and, gets pinned, right?
Yeah, Samoa Joe's out.
So my pick was out. But my faith wasn't done yet. Because I'm like,
Because at the time,
I just need Bryan not to win. That's all I need. Was Bryan not to.
Hey, you guys see that purple text on my screen? Spoilers as to who fucking wins this match.
or who did the intro.
That's also true.
So, yeah, that was a thing. And then, entry number 5. Guess who's left? Jeff Hardy.
So,
Jeff Hardy comes
Mr.
in.
Jeff Hardy comes in and does, what, pretty much nothing?
A Whisper in the Wind using Kofi Kingston. A really decent spot with AJ Styles in the corner. And then eats a running knee.
Yeah. Oh,
Really,
yeah,
that was
because
it.
he swanton bombs onto AJ Styles from the top of a pod, and AJ
Yeah.
Styles is hung over the top rope, looks really cool, and then eats a knee.
Yeah. Which, ta-da!
By the way, Daniel Bryan's still in this match.
Mm-hmm. I wonder how...
Jeff Hardy's gone.
Yep.
And
Then, Randy Orton. Randy Orton comes in,
walks
you know,
really slowly.
looking at the 3 people left, who are all just sitting there going, "Holy shit, guys."
Holy fuck, guys. We're only 18 minutes in to this 36-minute match. Oh god, why does everything hurt?
Why can I taste my spleen?
And then, who was it that AJ was going to hit with the Phenomenal Forearm? Was it Daniel?
Kofi.
Kofi.
Yeah.
And then Randy Orton catches him on the top rope, catches his head, and fucking RKO's him. Looks perfect.
Yeah. I personally would have loved if AJ was in mid-air. You know, like, already has his fucking elbow cocked back and just all of a sudden, yeet!
You mean like flying RKO?
Basically. Yes, he's done it several times, but...
I actually really liked how they did it with this one. The whole, the moment of AJ Styles going, ah, fuck. I bet you're wondering how I got into this mess.
Yeah, like, I'm not complaining that it was bad. It was really good. But to me, it's just... It still reminded me of his, like, elevated DDT that he does. Where just, you know, your neck is just switched to the other side.
Which, by the way, he did that to Kofi Kingston off the top rope.
Yup.
Ugh.
Yeah. Ouchie. And yeah, so AJ Styles eats an RKO and gets pinned. Shit.
He's out.
So now it's Kofi, Randy, and Bryan.
A little over a minute and a half later.
Kofi does probably one of the best things he could have done in this match. And heel kicks Randy Orton in the face with Trouble in Paradise. And actually pins him and takes him out of the match.
Kofi gets an elimination, which I love.
Kofi gets an
he
elimination,
the one
and
that
it's
he
Orton.
used to have a rivalry with back in the day.
Yeah. Like, you know, if he eliminated Hardy, nobody would have given a shit. But he eliminates Orton.
Yeah.
One guy who basically killed his push back in the day.
He's like, nah, fuck you, you're getting out of here. Then what starts is a 12-minute side match.
Yeah,
Yep.
These 12 minutes were incredible. Never a dull moment.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Wow.
False finish after false finish. I actually said it to my grandpa, too, while I was watching. Yeah! What? Too bad! Excuse me, we're going to do this very professionally.
Oh dear. As you were saying.
Yeah, just... Well, actually...
Oh my god.
Yeah, we'll just keep talking. See what happens.
Yeah. Basically, these
False
12
fish.
minutes, I was
have a new
scared from
nondescript
it.
drink, so that's a fucking thing. You're just dropping shit everywhere.
Massacre.
What do you want?
Did you pause?
No.
Cool. So we'll just do this live.
Yep.
False finish after false finish. Nah. And then...
To be fair,
Daniel Bryan
I feared for my championship considering Kofi could have won and I would have been fine with it.
Yeah. There were so many moments where Kofi... I genuinely thought... I'm like, oh my god, please. Like, even if he loses it on Tuesday, Please.
I promise you that at no point in this match did I think Kofi Kingston would win the championship.
Hey, I was really hoping for it because of my circumstance I was in. You shut your face.
I know that you guys were hoping for it, and look, I was sitting back and going,
No.
it's a
She wasn't.
possibility.
She wanted Brian. She wanted Brian. I didn't.
She
I was the
wanted
one
Brian
saying
from
that-
the predictions, but I bet you she would have been super fucking happy with Kofi.
I would have been happy with Kofi.
Yeah. Right. But you know, like the first running knee and like when Kofi flips himself inside out, ouchie.
Yeah.
I said, right. You know, getting himself out of the like crossface, which still looked like gut wrenching almost.
I just want... Okay. Really great match between these two. I feel it is paramount for me to remind the audience that an Elimination Chamber match is no disqualification!
Yep. So grabbing the rope does shit.
Why the fuck was there a rope break? Daniel Bryan, like, the ref didn't even start counting. Daniel Bryan just let go of the hold, which, by the way,
Yep.
he's a heel. Even if there were a fucking rope break, he would have held on to 4.
Mm-hmm.
So, I guess Daniel Bryan just felt nice.
Or turned babyface for a few minutes.
Dickhole.
Yeah. But you know, like, hitting the SOS, hitting a Trouble in Paradise. You
False finish.
So many false finishes. And then Daniel Bryan scurries to the top of a fucking pod again. Take 2. And is just sitting there, and Kofi comes up after him and just, like, is looking down at him almost maliciously.
Oh, 100% maliciously.
Yep.
Kofi Kingston was going after his fucking soul like Shang Tsung.
And it was great. Like, they're kicking
I
the
know
shit out of each other for a
cosplay.
bit. On
I think Kofi was cosplaying as Shang Tsung during the reveal party. Okay,
So, like,
Raven.
they're kicking each other, like, they're kicking the fuck out of each other, you know. Then Kofi's like, I'm gonna fucking suplex you from the top of the pod. My first thought was, I'm like, you're gonna catch your balls on the fucking ring post.
If you don't catch your head.
Yeah. If you don't fuck up the initial suplex part, you're catching your balls on the fucking ring post.
That's why I was like, it's not happening. They're not doing this spot. And then they switch over to Daniel Bryan. He's like, I'm going to suplex you. And I'm like, we've been here before. Neither of you guys are going to do shit.
And then Kofi just shoves him off.
And then he
And goes from a
for,
fucking boom drop.
He goes for a boom drop off the top of the pod.
And eats the fucking and then pavement.
He
then
eats
eats the fucking mat. Yeah, he eats the canvas. Which, at that moment, I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and then fucking Daniel Bryan starts doing his, like, hulking up, but also kind of a seizure.
Yeah. Like, you don't know what he's having. You just hope that
he's like...
Yeah, he's like Randy Orton, except, like, with fucking...
Scruffy.
but scruffy.
Or
and-
Bear-like?
Scruffy Orton.
Oh my god. The thing that dogs have a lot with the fucking white foam.
You rabies?
Oh, maybe?
That's it.
He's rabies
Really?
Orton.
Yeah, he's just Orton with rabies.
Uh,
And then just repeated, like, knees, just, like, running knees, over and over and over and over. I'm like, Jesus, okay, he's dead, he's dead.
He's already dead.
He's fine. And then Kofi fucking counters. I'm like, he's not dead. He's not dead.
But then, yeah, that final running knee after the failed boom drop takes out Kofi Kingston in what was honestly a really great chamber match.
Like,
Best
they
match of the
honestly
night.
probably could have had this as a one-on-one match for the championship, and it would have been great.
I would like to see Kofi Kingston, Daniel Bryan, Mustafa Ali for the championship at Mania.
Yeah, that'd be neat.
we'll see if that happens or not, or if Vince prefers big, sweaty men.
Vince McMahon, those big sweaty men.
I mean, he's
Which is why
already
he
going to have
got Finn
Brock
Balor.
there.
Yep. Against his will, probably.
Yeah. Contractual obligation.
Yeah.
But,
Oh,
Um,
yeah. We almost forgot about this, by the way, because this happened after the Braun Strowman bullshit. Hi, Lacey. Bye, Lacey.
Oh, you mean the fashion, like, for some reason now turning her into a fashion model, Lacey?
Yeah, she just kind of comes out and then decides she doesn't want to be there, and then leaves. And I'm like, cool, you had about as much relevance to this pay-per-view as Mark Henry. So, all in all, this was a really good show. Very
If you
unpredictable.
stuff, it would have been really fun. It would have been fine.
Like I said, the only two matches that pissed me off happened, like, back-to-back, which was the Baron Corbin-Braun Strowman bullshit match, and the 1 minute and 40 seconds of my life I'm never getting back.
Nope.
But we have new women's tag team champions.
I'm okay
Who
with
are
the
going to be
Usos.
defending
I
on
thought
both
that was
shows.
actually kind of cool.
Yeah.
And also, I'm a little bit sick of The Miz and Shane McMahon.
Yeah.
We're going to have a match of Mania 1-on-1.
I'm looking forward to it.
But that's how that ended. That's how that ended. Boy.
But yeah, I
Which
still
makes the
agree.
final score 4, 4, and 2.
3.
I don't care.
Yeah, it's like I also went for
Fine.
Brian to win to 1.
Yeah. You were already out of it, so I just.
Hey man, first off, you're an all-star. Second,
Honest to fuck, we need a counter to how many times I tie. We need a fucking counter of this shit.
you're the Mustafa Ali of Book It. You're always just there, but can't pull it out.
Tie. Yes. Fuck. Mm.
See, Craven, what you might have to do, you might have to sit back in your race car, fine-tune everything, and make sure that you're shifted into first gear when we roll into the fast lane.
No, you wanna know what it's gonna be? I did this last year.
Oh, fuck me, brain freeze. Go ahead.
I did this last year, and hell, I could do it again. Get it back at Mania.
That's always a
I
possibility.
fucking want Fortune to win at Fastlane so bad.
Just so I can get it back at Mania?
Just so that one of us could get it at Mania.
Just so I can get
Bring
it back
it.
at Mania.
I really want that, because I think that would be really cool, because Mania is obviously going to have like 60 matches. The pre-show's going to have at least 3, and that counts because it's a Big 4.
Yeah.
In fact, it's the biggest of the Big 4.
Yep.
Oh boy, this is going to be interesting.
I want this to happen so bad.
Oh, yeah.
For the
You can basically
storyline.
tell that Craven is the Becky Lynch of our group.
You know what? Actually, I'm going to say that for Fastlane, I'm going to make the wildest predictions possible.
Oh dear.
I'm going to make predictions specifically so that I lose.
Okay.
And if I win,
Uh,
I'm willing to go full-on comedic champion.
Okay.
Like fucking
basically keep
R-Truth
both of it?
randomly winning the U.S. title comedic champion.
oh dear. Oh dear.
But until then, everyone, until the curtains change to a checkered flag, the show is over, and we wait for Fastlane. See you then.